looking for all the baddies all over the world. Ladies, where my baddies at? I'm bad, you bad. Where my baddies at? I'm bad.
Hello, welcome to On the Move. I worked on a movie called Coraline, and I was not doing so well on it, and the sequence I was on, I guess I just wasn't really delivering what Henry wanted, and so he moved me onto the sequence, and it was kind of like this weird torture chamber. I was the 8th animator to try to achieve an effects shot. It was like a big swirling, it was like a swirling cone of clouds. It was like this, imagine a big tornado or like concentric circles that just went from large to smaller and smaller and smaller. It was this long, it kind of looked like the Leica. Have you ever seen the Leica logo? There's a swirl that surrounds the word Leica. It looked like that, but it was made out of clouds. And Brian Van Hall was operating the camera. He made it so that the camera was aimed directly at the center. It was looking down this cone, aimed right at the center, and it was slowly rolling. You know, there's the pan tilt, but then there's also roll. Roll is just where the camera just, you know, goes extreme Dutch, and it keeps going. It's like when you're on a plane and you roll. Everybody knows what a roll is. What am I talking about? Anyway, so he did this. So it looked like this cloud formation was swirling in frame, round and round, like you're looking at a record. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Sorry. Anyway, just wanted to put you in the mood for visualizing this thing. So the prop was rad. It was built by Morgan Hay and Lars Larson, I believe, were the two people that essentially made this thing. And it was a huge piece of armature wire that was supported, invisibly supported in certain sections. And then binder clips were hidden within the fiber fill cotton. So they would grip onto this big, huge piece of armature wire. So you could, and they even devised a little tool that you could shove into the binder clip and turn it. So you were spinning the cloud around. So it was like the cloud was rolling upon itself. And then the camera was giving it the impression that the entire thing was spinning, sort of like a spinning vortex or tornado or portal of some kind. And that was going to be composited outside of the window. And that was, I think, where the little doll comes in the window. And I think it was for a shot that Peyton did, which was a beautiful shot. Fucking Peyton, Jesus Christ. All on ones. Have you ever seen that shot of the doll coming in, and then I think it's other mother's hands grab it and start sewing and playing with it or something? Just a delicate, sweet little sweetie of a shot. But I was the 8th animator trying to give Henry what he wanted on this fucking swirl of clouds. And I was in the doghouse. I was not doing so hot. And I was angry. I was actually kind of angry. I was like considering leaving the movie because I was sick of being abused. I was sick, Henry had kind of yelled at me that week, called me names. He cussed at me. He was fucking just not professional. And so it kind of broke me. I was like, you know what? There is no professional decorum on this movie. When the director, fucking screams at you and calls you fucking this or fucking that, it's just like, it's over. The common respect is out the window at this point. So I was kind of went punk rock, and looking back, of course, I regret my actions for sure. But I did stupid shit on that shot, like really stupid shit on purpose, just to kind of piss Henry off. I was like a impetuous, shitty fucking kid, He was trying to use a stick to get me in line, and it wasn't like I insisted on him using a carrot, but a little encouragement would have been nice. Hey, look, I pulled you off of that sequence because I wasn't really happy with your work. And we had to get Travis in there to do the shot again because the experiment that you tried, taking apart this other mother's metal hand in 3D as it approaches the camera didn't really work. And because we're way over schedule and I've turned a, $40 million movie into a $90 million movie, I'm going to blame you. I'm going to just haul off and fucking go bananas on you. And that's how he dealt with his stress. He took it out on his crew, It was our fault that he didn't know what he wanted. It was our fault that he was behind the 8 ball. And I'm sure Phil Knight was, had one of his, giant. Who knows? But he would have these ginormous lattes in the morning, and just be there sitting and edit. And my cloud shot came in. And he saw it and fucking had a freaking rage fest. And so he got Ezra, who was like his henchman, his fucking bouncer. Ezra's just a wonderful human, isn't he? People that know Ezra know what a class act that is. But anyway, so Ezra had his, sideways grin on his face, and he beckons me to stand right outside the editorial. Like, I wasn't allowed to go in and confront Henry. I had to stand right outside the door. This is the kind of diabolical shit. And listen to Henry scream about how shitty my shot was. It's like some Nazi Germany fucking nightmare, right? Just like, this is what I will do for you. Let's come up with a technique, like a torture technique, to completely break somebody's psyche, because they're already, this is a high octane high pressure movie, right? You know, everybody's on pins and needles and trying to fucking, you know, their guts are twisted into knots because, you know, the stakes are so fucking high. Henry's trying to make the best movie in the world. We can't fuck up. You know, like as if that's not enough psychological weight. Let's up the ante a little and like perform these like diabolical psyops on the crew by. So I was standing there and he just started hollering. He was like, "This is the worst fucking animation. It's like bad video game garbage," you know. And I just like I peeled off the wall and I was like, and Ezra goes, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "Fucking getting the fuck out of here. You want me to stand here and listen to this shit? No, fuck you. If you guys want to talk to me face to face, come to my set. I'll be out back having a cigarette, cocksuckers." And so, you know, I was like, gloves are off. And at that point, just did whatever the fuck I wanted. If I wanted to do good quality, high octane, beautiful work, I did it. If I wanted to slip some stupid shit into a shot, I did it. I was like, fire me. But, you know, if the game is to torture me, then game on. Bring it. Because guess what? You're going to look into a mirror. You are going to torture yourself. And you're going to live with that torture for the rest of your pathetic, spineless life. That's kind of like the mindset I was in. And I really wanted to make a shirt. It was like, you know, I wanted to make like the punk rock crew shirt. I did make a shirt. I actually ended up making a shirt, and I used to wear it to work occasionally. But it's a different story. But I wanted to make a crew shirt, kind of like a, what do they call those? You know, like, not sanctioned, but just kind of like a punk rock crew shirt that had the word Laika on it, but it had the swirly clouds wrapping around it. So instead of the ribbon or whatever, you know, that wraps around the word Laika, no normal logo, it was these clouds, because everybody knew about these fucking clouds. It was huge. It occupied a pretty good sized set. It was a huge prop. 9. I was, I think, the 8th or 9th animator. I think they went with a fucking 10th. And then he threw the effect away. He didn't even use it. But I wanted to take those clouds, and then on the front of the shirt, it says, "Sometimes me," and then underneath it says, "Laika. Sometimes me Laika." And on the back of the shirt, it would say, "Sometimes me no Laika." And that was going to be the crew shirt, but I never did. When people mention the word Laika, I go, "Sometimes me Laika." Yeah, sometimes me Laika. Sometimes me no Laika.
Yeah. Real bad on the prowl. Heard you was next, but I'm up now. Yeah, I'm shining like bling blow. And I see a couple haters in the crowd. Yeah, drip, drop, I'm juicy. Don't really care what you say. And we all on Duce. It's your birthday, girl, go crazy. Now make it clap and get low. Yeah, now back it up a little more. Yeah, now bring it up slow. You need a stage, the way you putting on the show. Now grab your bestie by the hand and let her know she bad. Say grab a baddie by